Good morning, children. Continuing with non-contact forces, here we are going to learn about the second example of non-contact force, that is the magnetic force. Now, what is magnetic force? The force of attraction between the magnet and the metal is the magnetic force. Okay, now what is a magnet? A magnet is a piece of iron or other material that has the property of attracting metals such as iron, nickel and cobalt. You all must have seen magnets, okay, and you all must have played with it also. What do? When you have a magnet in your hand, you try to attract pieces of iron or nails, anything that you have, metal pieces, you try to attract it towards the magnet. Okay, so magnetic force, it comes into play when even when the magnet is not in contact, in direct contact with the material or with the metal that we are trying to attract. We have this magnet and we have iron fillings over here. So what will we do we need to bring the magnet close to the iron fillings, or do we need to bring the magnet in contact with the iron fillings? No, the magnet has a property of attracting metals from a distance. It does not need to have a contact. Okay, that is why magnetic forces are non-contact forces, because directly they don't need to have a contact with the object that they attract. Now magnets, they not only attract iron objects, but they also repel other magnets. If you have magnets, two magnets of same poles, then what will happen? They will repel each other. Okay, gravitational force was what? Gravitational force, they always attract, but then magnetic force, it attracts as well as it repels. Now what is electrostatic force? Electrostatic force is the force that is exerted by a charged body on another charged or uncharged body. Okay, this is known as electrostatic force. Each and every object, it has two types of electrical charges. One is positive charge and the other one is the negative charge. Okay, the positive charge and the negative charge are always equal. When they are equal in number, then the object appears to be, when positive charge is equal to the negative charge, then the object appears to be electrically neutral. Right? The object appears to be electrically neutral. But then, due to various reasons, sometimes we have a surplus of positive charge. We have a surplus of positive charge. Surplus means extra positive charge. That is, positive charge is more than the negative charge. When we have a surplus of positive charge, then the body becomes positively charged. Okay, but then when we have a surplus of negative charge, the body becomes negatively charged. Okay, so objects, if objects have opposite charges, they attract each other. Similar to magnets, when magnets have different poles, they attract each other, and when they have same poles, they repel. So if you have two positive charges, then what will they do? They will repel each other. Okay, if you have two negative charges, then also they will repel each other. But then if you have opposite charges, that is one positive and one negative charge, then they will attract each other. So objects that have opposite charges, they attract each other, while objects that have similar charges, they repel each other. Okay, here we will understand electrostatic force with the help of a small activity. You all must have done the plastic ruler that you all must have rubbed it in your hair against your hair, dry hair, and then you must have brought it closer to the paper bits. Okay, this activity you can do in your house. Take a comb, plastic comb or your plastic ruler, and take few bits of paper on the table. Okay, now this plastic ruler or the comb, you will rub it against your dry hair. When you rub it, this plastic ruler is what? It is electrically neutral. Then before rubbing, okay, and then when you rub it against your dry hair, what will happen? Some of the negative charge from your hair will get transferred to this plastic ruler. So this will become what? This will become negatively charged. Okay, when this will become negatively charged, and this charged ruler will be brought closer to the uncharged bits of paper, it will always attract the opposite charge on the paper pieces, and the paper pieces will cling to the ruler. Okay, cling means it will go and stick to the ruler. Why? Because the ruler or the comb, it got negatively charged because of the rubbing, and then when it was brought closer to this bits of paper, this paper was, due to opposite charge, it got attracted. Clear? So what is the electrostatic force? It is the force that is exerted by this charged body. This body is charged. The force exerted by this charged body on another charged or uncharged body is the electrostatic force. Clear? In the next video, we will be doing measurement of force and friction.